And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're taking a look at Duelosaur Island. Now, Dinosaur Island, which this is definitely based on, is from Pandasaurus Games, a game I really enjoyed. One of my favorite Euro-style games, actually, about, it's basically Jurassic Park, the board game. Duelosaur Island is a two-player game that's similar to that. When I first saw this, I was like, oh yeah, two-player version. But couldn't you just play Dinosaur Island two-player? Well, the answer to that question is, yes, you can, but this is actually a different game. It uses some of the same mechanisms. Let's take a look. Players are trying to get the most points in the game by visitors, essentially. Whoever has the most visitors at the end of the game is the winner. As players score visitors, if a player reaches 25, 35, or 45 visitors, the game end is triggered if you want to play a short, medium, or long game. And at that point, you just add up all your extra visitors. Players are going to get visitors by an excitement level. As your park gets more and more exciting, more visitors will come to your park each turn. You're going to get excited by having dinosaurs in your park. There are three kinds of dinosaurs. They're herbivores, and these guys will provide you with a little bit of excitement, and at the end of the game, extra points. That will be extra visitors that are added. And then we got the small carnivores and the large carnivores. As you can see, these guys add more stuff, but they also add danger. Each dinosaur will add a certain amount of danger. That's the number of red dots, and players will be adding that danger. Dinosaurs are also going to have a cost here in genes. So players are going to need to get dinosaurs and or attractions into your park to win the game. Each player is going to get 3 starting cards at the beginning of the game. They're going to pick one to be a dinosaur that they're going to keep, and you'll tuck it under the top of your board and show just the dinosaur. And you'll pick another one to be an attraction. I'll take the Lemnosaurus and stick it underneath the bottom of your board. And so dinosaurs, like I said, are going to provide excitement and points at the end of the game, while the attractions are going to provide different things. There are 3 types of attractions. There are food attractions, which will provide you extra money during income phase. There are these different attractions here, the different commercial goods, which will get you extra cards over the course of the game. And there are rides and entertainment attractions, which will give you bonuses, PR bonuses, as the game goes by. Each round of the game, one of the players is going to reach into a bag here and pull out 5 DNA dice. They're going to roll these dice, and they're also going to be drawing some specialist cards here from the deck. So you have these specialist cards that they're going to be picking. They're going to be picking 2 specialist cards to put them up here. They're then going to take the 5 dice and place them here above these bonus tiles. Now, these bonus tiles here are randomly chosen at the beginning of the game. There's quite a few of them, and so the different bonuses will be different. Starting with the other player, that player then is going to pick one of these dice and get the bonus on it. Now, most of the time, these bonuses are simply just move up on one of the DNA. So this gives me 3 of purple basic DNA, so I'd moved it up 3 over here on my board. And I also get a visitor here, because that's the bonus. This gives me 3 of any of the basic DNA, and I also get 1 basic DNA. This gives me 1 pink advanced DNA, but it's times 3, so I actually get 3 of that. And this gives me an advanced DNA and another advanced DNA. And this lets me move up 1 on a security level. So players have to, the one player is trying to put these dice in a certain spot, like maybe they'll do this. They can mix them up as they want, knowing they're going to give the other person first choice. That person can take one of these dice, or they can take these cards. Each player can add 3 specialists, and these specialists will give you some sort of bonus during different phases of the game. Now, at the beginning of a round, players are going to be getting money and drawing cards based on the different abilities that they have here, but you always get a little bit of money and you get some cards. After players are done drafting the dice and specialists, the one that's not picked is going to move up here. If it's a specialist, you put that there. If it's a die, you'll put that there. And that's going to show you how many dots that are on it or on the card are going to be added to the danger that each player has. Each player will start with a certain amount of danger based on the number of dinosaurs that they have, or threat level, and they're going to need to increase their security that high. At this point, both players will play simultaneously. They can spend DNA to play different dinosaurs that they have and put them out in front of them, and add more dinosaurs. When they do so, they're going to add to their excitement level, and they're also going to add to their threat level for each new dinosaur card that they put out. They can pay straight up money, coins, to put more attractions into play. Some, like a ride, will give them an immediate PR bonus. Others will happen during the income phase of each round. Players can also pay money to increase their security level up on their board. At the end of a round, players are going to compare their threat level to their security level. And if your threat level is higher, which is bad, then you're going to lose visitors equal to twice times the difference. So your threat level is too high, not enough security, you could lose quite a few visitors. You're then going to get visitors equal to the excitement level that you've crossed here at the top. So the more excitement that your park has will be giving you more visitors, and then you're going to be going to the next round. And there's some differences, like you'll discard down to 3 cards. But one of the things here is you get a PR bonus. Now, this PR marker is going to be moving each round, and the one player is going to pick a PR bonus, and they can pick anything here. The other player will get anything that is less than what you pick. So I might pick this advanced DNA in one card, but then you can take anything else. But if I go all the way down here and pick this one, I've limited your own options here. And of course, there's lots of specialist cards that are going to change how all this comes about. But that's essentially how the game works. And there's some other things where you can trade DNA in for cards or DNA in for another DNA. There's a few other trading. But the basic mechanisms of the game work like that. And you're just going to keep going round after round until one person will trigger the end of the game. And then you'll just simply add in all the extra bonus points for your dinosaur's excitement. And whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Now the cards are a big chunk of this game as we look at all the different dinosaurs. And there is multiples of each of the dinosaurs, so if you get the Ankylosaurus, there's probably another one in there too. And the artwork and the pictures are fine, although it does look a little weird sometimes. I feel like the top half is cartoon artwork while the bottom half looks like it's from a video game. I do like the names of some of the things, although it's weird. They have like ice cream and then triceratops and sunglasses and clever grill. I wish they had thought of cool names for everything. But the cards, very easy to tell the difference between all the DNA. All the symbology on the cards is really easy. The specialists have more stuff going on with them, but it clearly says what they are in here, and we never had to look one up and go, I don't know what that means. It very clearly told you what they did. The coin quality is fine. It's, little plastic coins, and use cubes of your kind to keep track of everything. And the boards themselves are recessed boards, so everything fits in them pretty easily. I was pretty happy with the components for this game. This is a pretty big box for a 2-player game, but everything fits in it very nicely. And there are cards included, and you can play a solo mode against kind of a AI player, if you will. Now, if you've never played Dinosaur Island, who cares? Just take this review on its own. A quick mention, if I have 2 players, I'll play Duelosaur Island. I think Dinosaur Island is a better game, but it's bigger and longer. This is 45 minutes to an hour, much easier to get in. I should have mentioned the components. I love this big bag, easy to fit my hand into, and I think it's nice that the DNA dice are all very different. Every single one is different sides on it, so you don't know which 5 you'll pull out. So Duelosaur Island does a couple things that I really like. One of them is the I split, you choose mechanism. That's where I sit there and decide where to put the dice, and then you decide which one to pick. So I'm trying not to give you too good of a first draft point. Like, for example, in that thing I did, I showed you where I put the pink really good DNA. That's the advanced DNA times 3. That would be really hard for me as an opponent to pass it up, even if I don't need that pink DNA right now. I'll probably need it in the future, and definitely not giving that to you. But maybe you want it to 4 basic DNA instead. Who knows? And so I think the game is actually a lot of fun in that regard. It sounds like that might be too, I don't know what to put where, but you kind of just put the stuff out, because even if you don't get the first pick, you're going to get the second picks. And with the different assistants coming out, They kind of give each player special powers, so the game kind of diverges pretty quickly. The game is about building a dinosaur park, and it's fun. You get all these different dinosaurs, and you get these different rides. And maybe I might argue that they put more various types of dinosaurs and rides in, but having the same one in there also allows you to remember what each one does. I guess. I still would, they could have used maybe a little bit more variety amongst those. But the bonus chips will change from game to game. The assistants that come out will change from game to game. And the number of dice you pull out are going to change from time to time. So you have to decide what to do. Do you want to go dinosaur heavy? You can. Of course, you better pay for that security. Or maybe you let a few dinosaurs get eaten, a few people get eaten along the way. I mean, it's immoral, but, that excitement level just might succeed even though a few people die. And so having people die loses you points, obviously, but maybe that extra excitement at the end will give you that bonus that you need. And I like that there's different choices in that regard. It's not like you're going to do widely diversified things. At the end of the game, you'll get some bonus. I think you get 5 bonus points for each single set of ride, food, and souvenir shop that you have. Each one of each type will give you 5 extra points, and some of them give you a few extra bonus points at the end of the game too. But your whole goal here is just to kind of keep the visitors flowing during the game and then get a bunch at the end. But it's not like, ooh, this time I'm going to try this strategy out. They're fairly similar. It's just how you do it as the game goes by. It's like a set collection. I want to get some stuff, use it to build dinosaurs. This is not a heavy, deep game, but it's a fun one. And that whole, I'm going to roll some dice, divvy them up and stuff, now pick something. You're like, the choices are all good. I'll take this one. Well, then I want this one. And that back and forth, trying to take something you need, but also deny your opponent something, makes this a masterfully fun little 2-player game. It is very different, like I said, I think, in how it feels and plays than the adult game, Duelosaur Island. And I think you could easily have both in your collection. For 2 people, though, if you've never heard of the other game, this is fun. It brings Jurassic Park to life to some degree for you, lets you have a fun, entertaining time back and forth, and functions really well as a nice 2-player game. Dice Tower Judgment, approved.